Your person is deeply struggling with the separation that exists between the two of you. Though it may not be immediately visible, they are wrestling with the pain of distance and absence. In the quiet moments of solitude, they have begun to heal from the triggers that once caused tension and misunderstandings between you. This period of silence and separation has allowed them to reflect deeply on their own behaviors, as well as the significance of your connection. They have come to realize just how much they value the bond you share, and they are beginning to understand the depth of their feelings for you. This journey has been as much about self-discovery for them as it has been about recognizing the importance of your presence in their life. Both of you are on a shared path of forgiveness and learning, navigating through the complexities of past issues, including third-party situations and personal challenges that have weighed heavily on your relationship. These challenges have been difficult to navigate, but they are gradually reaching their conclusion. You have put in the effort to release and heal from past wounds, and as a result, you are experiencing more love and abundance in your present moment. This transformation is not only about letting go of past pain but also about opening yourself up to new possibilities and allowing positive energy to flow into your life. Your person misses the bond you share with them. They miss the laughter, the light-hearted moments, and the affectionate way you flirted and connected on a deeper level. These moments were more than just surface-level interactions. They were the building blocks of a relationship that felt both exciting and comforting. Despite their pride, which occasionally resurfaces and creates barriers, they still feel a strong pull towards you. This pride has been a stumbling block for them, causing hesitation and uncertainty about how to approach you and rekindle the connection you once had. However, the yearning to return to that lighthearted, joyful energy remains strong. They want to come forward, to reconnect, and to rediscover the ease and playfulness that defined your interactions. This longing is not just about missing the good times, it's about missing the way you made them feel, seen, understood, and cherished. Meanwhile, you have stepped into a space of integrity and self-respect. You are no longer willing to chase after someone who is not fully present or who is struggling with their own issues. This shift is not about punishing your person or playing games, it's about recognizing your own worth and not compromising on what you deserve. You have chosen to stand firm in your truth, even when faced with the uncertainty of not knowing what your person will do next. By refusing to chase them, you are setting healthy boundaries and demonstrating that you value yourself enough to wait for a genuine connection rather than a half-hearted effort. This stance is incredibly powerful. It shows that you are not driven by fear or desperation but by a deep sense of self-worth. Your person notices this change in you, and it is drawing them closer. They are intrigued by your calmness and your refusal to engage in the usual push and pull dynamic. Your integrity is magnetic, and it is making them reconsider their approach. They see that you are not the same person who would have chased after them in the past, and this shift is inspiring them to confront their own behaviors and make a move towards reconciliation. You have also learned the value of peace, both in your mind and in your heart. This peace is not about avoiding the issues at hand but about holding space for yourself and your person to process emotions in their own time. You are no longer rushing to fix things or to smooth over the rough patches. Instead, you are allowing things to unfold naturally, trusting that the process will lead to healing and clarity. By maintaining this sense of peace, you are not only preserving your own well-being but also creating a safe space for your person to work through their emotions without pressure or guilt. This approach shows maturity and understanding, and it signals to your person that you are willing to be patient as they figure out their next steps. As long as you remain in this state of tranquility and self-assurance, you create an environment where healing can take place. When triggering moments arise, instead of reacting impulsively or blaming yourself, you allow your person the time they need to reflect on their actions. This patience and grace are invaluable because they provide the space for your person to see where they may have gone wrong and what they need to do to make things right. Your calm and steady presence acts as a mirror, reflecting back to them the areas where they need to grow and the steps they need to take to rebuild the connection. Ultimately, this journey is not just about getting back together but about building a stronger, more authentic relationship that honors both of your needs and desires. I spent my entire life searching for true love, never willing to settle for anything else or anything less. From a young age, I believed that love was something pure, something worth waiting for, and that one day, I would find someone who matched the depth of my desires and dreams. But in my pursuit of this ideal, I often wandered into the wrong places and trusted the wrong people. I was deceived many times, and each of those deceptions came at a cost, leaving scars that ran deep. I thought I was chasing love, but in reality, I was chasing illusions, blinded by my own hopes and the allure of fleeting promises. Looking back on those times, I realize now that those painful experiences were not in vain. Every disappointment, every moment of heartbreak, taught me invaluable lessons about myself, my worth, and what love truly means. It wasn't just about finding someone who loved me, it was about understanding what I deserved and refusing to settle for anything less. Those lessons, though hard-earned, eventually led me back to you. In you, I found the love I had been searching for, the kind of love that is honest, real, and profound. I am incredibly grateful to you for being patient with me, for seeing past my flaws and fears, and for loving me in a way that no one else ever could. Your honesty and straightforwardness were like a breath of fresh air in my life. You have this incredible way of touching my heart, not with grand gestures or empty promises, but with your genuine, unfiltered self. You see me for who I truly am, and you love me just the same. I've always had a high threshold in relationships, a barrier built from years of protecting myself from getting hurt. But with you, those walls came down effortlessly. You are the only one who could tame the lion within me, calming my restless spirit with your gentle yet unwavering presence. At the beginning of our relationship, I wasn't confident about our love. I was unsure, cautious, and sometimes even afraid to let myself fully embrace what we had. My past made me wary, and I often questioned whether this was real or just another illusion. Even now, as I share my thoughts and feelings, I am overwhelmed by a mixture of emotions: gratitude, love, fear, and hope. It's a whirlwind that both excites and terrifies me. But it was your love that gave me the courage to confront my demons, to face the parts of myself that I had long ignored or denied. Your love made me see the obstacles in my path that I wasn't even aware of before. You showed me that love isn't just about finding someone who makes you happy, but also about finding someone who helps you grow, challenges you, and makes you a better person. After we got separated, I found myself in situations I had never contemplated. It was a difficult time, filled with uncertainty and pain, but it also gave me the clarity I needed. I began to see things from your perspective, to understand why you behaved the way you did, and how my own actions may have influenced those moments. I realized that we were both struggling, both trying to navigate our way through the complexities of our relationship while carrying the weight of our pasts. I perceived your actions in a different light then, often feeling hurt or confused, but now I understand that we were both just doing our best with what we knew at the time. In retrospect, our separation was not just a period of distance but also a time of reflection and growth. It made me realize just how much you mean to me, how much you truly light up my entire world. Your absence highlighted the profound impact you have on my life, and it became clear that the love we share is something rare and irreplaceable. Through every high and low, every moment of doubt and every moment of joy, you have been my constant, my anchor. I may not have always been sure of our love, and I may have faltered along the way, but today, I stand firm in the knowledge that what we have is real, and it's worth fighting for. You are my true love, my happiness, and my greatest blessing. I am forever grateful to have you in my life, and I am committed to cherishing you, loving you, and growing with you every single day. You are the light that guides me, the love that heals me, and the person who has made my life infinitely brighter. Your partner seems to be spending a lot of quiet moments longing for communication with you. They are frequently checking their phone, likely hoping for a message or some sign of contact from you. It appears that they are waiting for you to take the first step in initiating the conversation, as they may not feel confident or comfortable enough to reach out on their own. In the past, your partner often held back, pacing back and forth, feeling nervous and overwhelmed with emotions whenever they were around you. These intense feelings may have caused them to hesitate and refrain from expressing themselves fully. Now, without your presence, they are experiencing a deep sense of loneliness that they can't seem to shake, no matter the number of people surrounding them or the various situations they find themselves in. This loneliness is specific to the absence of your connection, highlighting the significant role you play in their emotional world. Despite being around others or even in situations that should theoretically keep them occupied, your partner feels a void that only you seem to fill. This sense of emptiness persists regardless of the circumstances, whether they are surrounded by friends, family, or even caught up in a challenging or complex situation, often referred to as a karmic situation. The loneliness they feel is not merely about lacking companionship, it's about missing you specifically. They are acutely aware of your absence and the unique comfort your presence brings. This suggests that your relationship holds a significant emotional weight for them, one that isn't easily replaced or distracted from, even in the presence of others. Moreover, your partner is becoming increasingly aware of the changes within you. They've noticed that you're not the same as you used to be, and these changes seem to be drawing them closer to you, even if only in thought. You've been focusing on your own well-being, perhaps dedicating time to self-care, personal growth, and doing things that make you happy. This new version of you, more independent, self-assured, and less reliant on external validation, including their attention, has caught their eye. You're no longer reaching out to them in the ways you once did, and they can sense that shift. In the past, you may have made small gestures to keep the connection alive, such as posting little things on social media that only the two of you would understand. These subtle, yet intimate signals served as reminders of your bond, creating a sense of private communication between you. However, those gestures seem to have stopped, and your partner is feeling the impact of that silence. The changes in your behavior may have caused them to reflect on the dynamics of your relationship. Your actions, or the lack thereof, speak volumes to them. It's as if the roles have reversed, where once you might have been the one to make the effort, now they find themselves in that position, feeling unsure and hesitant about what to do next. They can't help but notice that you're not showing any form of attachment to the connection anymore. Your actions suggest that you've moved on, or at least that you're not as invested as you once were. This realization has likely stirred up a mix of emotions within them: regret, confusion, and perhaps even a renewed sense of attraction towards you. They are drawn to your independence and the way you've been handling yourself, which stands in stark contrast to how things were before. Your partner is now grappling with their own feelings, torn between the fear of reaching out and the discomfort of remaining silent. They may be reminiscing about the times when things were different, when your connection felt more secure and reciprocal. The changes they see in you, your self-reliance, your calm, and your apparent contentment without them, have prompted them to look inward and consider their own actions and feelings. They are beginning to understand that they can't rely on you to bridge the gap anymore. The responsibility now falls on them if they want to reconnect. In essence, your partner is feeling the weight of your absence deeply. They are noticing every change, every sign that you're no longer holding on to the connection as tightly as before. This awareness is drawing them closer to you emotionally, even if they aren't sure how to proceed. They're in a reflective state, trying to make sense of their emotions and the new dynamics between you. Whether or not they choose to act on these feelings remains to be seen, but one thing is clear: your absence has made a significant impact on them, and they are feeling it profoundly.